Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Marvel Champions. I have stepped away from Nebula this week because I wanted to try something new. I actually just got a bunch of Marvel Champion packs in the mail. And I was looking through and seeing all these other heroes and I was like, I want to try Drax. Drax looks really fun. So that's what we're doing today. We're trying out Drax. We're going up against, as you can see, just up here, Crossbones. I'll get back to Nebula eventually, I'm sure, but right now I'm just kind of in the mood for some new content. In addition, I'm hoping to get some in-paper, two-player Marvel Champions coming out soon in the near future. I think that could be pretty fun, so hopefully, fingers crossed, I can get that going. But let's look at Drax. 4 recovery, 14 HP, 6 hand size. After you change to this form, remove all Vengeance counters from Drax. Heal 2 damage from him for each Vengeance counter removed this way. So he has a lot of built-in healing. His other side is a 1/1/2, and he gets +1 attack for each Vengeance counter on him. After the villain attacks Drax, place 1 Vengeance counter here to a maximum of 3. If you cannot, draw a card. That's pretty fun. I think Drax is going to be a good time. We're going to make his Vengeance counter really big over here, just so we keep track of it. And up against Crossbones, if you don't know. While he has a weapon attachment, his attacks gain piercing, discard any tough status cards from the target before dealing damage. And his experimental weapon is Energy Shield. He gains Retaliate 1. I can spend a Lightning Bolt and a Science to discard this card. Attack on Mount Athena. When revealed, reveal the top card of the experimental weapons deck, which we have done. So, as always, when you get a new hero for the first time, you try to figure out what the heck should I be doing? What the heck do we want here? So this is a protection Drax deck that I found online because I'm still trying to learn and figure out the deck building in this game. And the more I explore, seeing like this is a one of, I've noticed this is a one of in a lot of decks. And I'm curious, and I think I'm starting to understand why. And like that's the fun part of exploring this part of the game right now. So, Preemptive Strike. I read all these before, but I'm going to read them again here. So when a boost card is turned face up while the villain attacks, cancel all boost icons on that card, then deal 1 damage to a villain. We don't need that on our opening hand, so we can get rid of that. Target acquired, I think is just like still just a fine card, because we can just set it and forget it. And it's because it's a one of, I wager if we have it, we might just want to play it. So I might keep this. Intimidation, remove X threat from a scheme where X is equal to your attack. This could be good, because we don't really plan on thwarting that much. So, like, this is probably our way of keeping these down. I don't know if we need that on the first turn, so I'm going to just put that in the maybe section right now. Leading Blow. When your hero makes a basic attack, discard the top card of the encounter deck. Reduce your hero's attack for that attack by the number of printed boost icons on that card. If that attack still deals damage, ready your hero. Seems like a really strong card, but not in our opening hand. Knife Leap. Reduce the cost. This also, I can tell right now, it costs 3, and we need Vengeance counters to really get good power out of it. So we are just going to bin that for right now. And this Get Behind Me, when a Treachery card is revealed from the encounter deck, cancel its when revealed effects, the villain attacks you instead. This card does seem actually really strong here in Drax. And I'm thinking I might keep it. I think like I might... Because, like, so I think we have 2 Intimidations in our deck, and the Intimidations are really good, because if we keep this Intimidation, for example, this can go to 2 threat, and then we can get rid of that next, like, in 2 turns. But the question is that I need to ask myself, as I'm learning this game, and you are part of this learning process with me, do I keep this Intimidation now, for 2 turns from now, or do I figure that to be a thing that I'm going to solve in 2 turns? And I think I want to have it be something that I solve in 2 turns. And hey, we drew another one, so that's okay. We have a sidestep. When you take any amount of damage, prevent 3 of that damage. If you paid for this card using a lightning resource, deal 1 damage to an enemy. Okay, so honestly, this hand is going to kind of just be some setup, right? We are going to... Well, we're going to switch into go mode. We're switching into go mode for sure. We're switching into go mode here. We are going to use this sidestep to play this endurance to give ourselves 3 new hit points. Another thing I was looking at as I was going through these decks and learning more, I saw endurance here in a lot of decks, and I was thinking, why endurance? Because I feel like with Drax, it's really good because then I can heal. Endurance seems better than just straight up healing to me because it means you can heal more. So you can do bigger healing, which Drax naturally has printed on his card. And then you can get more out of that healing, which seems kind of nice. All right, we are going to play this target acquired. And you know what? Like, this is the time to explore, to see if it's worth keeping these cards. Our hand size is only 4 here, so like these are tough things to do. But I do think we are going to at least just try this out. We are going to attack him for 1. We do get retaliated for 1. I think this is what we kind of want to do. This is like, this is a learning process, and we're going to figure it out as we go. All right, so we ready? This goes up by 1. This guy's going to attack us for 1. So he's going to attack us for 1, 2. So we take 2 damage, and after the villain attacks Drax, we place a vengeance counter here. Drax is pissed. We get a new card. So when revealed, the villain attacks you. So this is a little bit awkward because we're not going to pay 1 for this. It seems kind of like a bad deal. So instead, we're just going to let this happen. So he's going to attack us for 1. Just 1. But that's really nice, because now we have a bunch of vengeance on us. Okay. So, honestly, this turn's going to be a little bit boring. We're going to make a basic attack up against Crossbones here. And we are going to play this Knife Leap. It only costs us 1. And I think even though this Genius is, like, obviously really good, I think we're actually going to use it over these because I feel like in my heart of hearts right now, I still feel like I need to be reactive here. We have to be a little bit reactive, and I think all of these are good tools that we can use. I mean, this is an active card. Like, this card right here is active, but we're going to use that next turn. All right, so we're attacking for 3, and we add 5 to that. So we attack for 8. He is going to retaliate for 1. And then we end our turn. So we ready up. We draw the top 2 cards of our deck. We have Mantis, who's really good. And then also Payback. So what does this do? After the villain attacks you, deal X damage to the villain where X is equal to your attack. That's a really strong card. Wow. I don't know how the hero responses work, but I imagine we get to choose the order in which things respond, kind of like how Arkham works, as long as they're not forced. Mantis over here, we get to exhaust Mantis and deal 1 damage to her to heal 3 damage from an identity, which is really good with Drax. She also thwarts really well, but we also thwart really well. Okay. So, this guy's going to attack us. I'm doing this right? Yep. So we're going to let it go. He deals 1, 2, 3. We're not worried about canceling this yet. This is when things get, like, bad. But we do get to put a vengeance counter on Drax. We get an evil card for the turn, which is the Hydra Soldier. Guard. When defeated, deal the engaged player an encounter card. Okay. Sweet. Okay. Okay, no, all right. So we're learning. This intimidation is really good, but I think on this one right here, it's not good. So I think what we actually do, and this is a little bit wild, we're going to play Mantis. It's actually not wild. This is actually probably the correct line. And Mantis is just going to thwart this. She's just going to thwart it. And we're going to put a damage on Mantis. We're not going to use her for the healing yet. We are going to want to heal eventually, but right now it's, I think, getting this down to 0. It's like perfect for us. We're going to swing in. We get to attack. We get a +1 attack for each vengeance counter, so we'll deal 4 damage to this guy, which is going to give us an evil card. We are then going to draw 3 cards. We have Drax's Other Knife. We have 2 Stubborn to Die, which seems absolutely incredible. So this card, when Drax would be defeated, instead set his hit point dial to 4, change him to his alter ego form, and remove this card from the game. Of note, we have a Strength, so we are probably going to play that next turn. And we're also probably going to play Drax's Other Knife. And we're also probably realistically going to pay back Crossbones here. So one thing that's really nice going to be coming up right here is that because we have 3 Vengeance counters already on Drax, we will also get a draw card because we can't place any more on him. So this goes up to 1. Crossbones is going to attack us for 1, 2. We'll gladly take 2. We do get a draw card. And I think we do a payback here. So after the villain attacks you, deal X damage to the villain where X is equal to your attack. Let me just look at Night Nurse. Exhaust the Night Nurse and remove 1 medical counter from her. Heal 1 damage from a hero and discard 1 status card from it. That is really nice. Is that nicer? No, I don't think it's nicer than just killing this guy right now. So we're going to deal 3 damage. Our attack is 4. So this is going to defeat the first stage. And then when revealed, we're going to get the machine gun. And attach it to him. So there are 2-player ammos. Or 1-player ammo. No, 2 players right the first time. When he attacks you, remove 1 ammo from this card and discard the top card of the encounter deck. Take an indirect damage equal to the number of boost icons on the discarded card. Okay. We have a Hydra Bomber. We can choose to either take 2 damage or place 1 threat on the main scheme. Interesting. I think we take 2 damage. The villain attacks you. If they have a weapon attachment, this card gains Surge. Okay, so now we're starting to get to the spicy stuff. Okay, so he's going to attack for 2. When we remove... So he attacks, we remove an ammo counter, and then we discard the top card of the encounter deck. We take an indirect number of damage, which is 0, luckily. So this guy's going to boost. We are just going to have Drax take this. Give the villain a tough status card. All right. Drax is going to take 2. We get a draw card. And then the villain, if they have a weapon attachment, so this card's going to gain Surge. Okay. You are stunned. If you're already stunned, this card gains Surge. So I may flip to alter ego form. I'm going to actually choose to get stunned. We're going to choose to get stunned here, I think. I think that's what we do. Okay. Discard this obligation. Okay. So, I think what we do is we play this Too Stubborn to Die. We play this Too Stubborn to Die, and we have a great time doing it. We are then going to use Drax's Other Knife, I think, to play Night Nurse. She has 3 medical counters on her. We're then going to use Night Nurse, which will allow us to remove a medical counter. So we're going to heal 1 damage from a hero and discard 1 status card from it. That's pretty nice. That's really nice. We are then... we're going to have to damage Mantis, and we're going to heal 3. I think we're going to heal 3 there. You know what? No, we're gonna actually. I'm gonna play the. I'm gonna keep Drax's Other Knife instead. I think we're gonna keep Drax's Other Knife, and then we're going to attack and kill this Hydra Bomber. And then everybody readies. We draw 3 cards. That's probably really good. So ready your hero and draw 1 card, the villain attacks you. And then we got Med Team. 3 medical counters. When those are gone, discard this card. Exhaust Med Team and remove 1 medical counter. Heal 2 damage from a friendly character. Okay, so if we don't get the machine gun, and hopefully we can keep Mantis alive for 1 more heal. Anyway, this goes up for 2. Crossbone's going to attack us for 2. 4? Can I take 4? Oh, sorry, I have to discard this. So when he attacks you, I don't know the order, so I'm going to assume we'll just do it like this, just because it's easy. All right, 1, so we can put 1 here. So this guy's going to attack us for 4. I think I'm still just okay to just take 4 damage, and then we get a draw card. Clea is really nice there. Clea is kind of huge. So we have a lot of lines we can take here, but first let's see what the evil card is. Legions of Hydra. That's a little bit spooky. So we're going to search for Madam Hydra. All right. When revealed, if Madam Hydra is not in play, search the encounter deck and discard pile for Madam Hydra and put her into play, engage with you. Then shuffle the encounter deck. Place 2 additional threat here for each Hydra enemy in play. So this is going to go up to 7. So we're in a bit of a pickle. And I think our only way to solve that pickle realistically is we need to just kill Crossbones. I think we have to ignore everything else, and we need to kill Crossbones. This man needs to die. Okay. I think we're gonna we're gonna get attacked a bunch. We're gonna get attacked a bunch. So I think we actually start with Night Nurse. So we're gonna heal 1 and discard a status card. We're then gonna attack. We're attacking. No, sorry. We're gonna play Clea. We're going to play Clea. Clea is going to attack for 1 to remove the tough card, and then she also takes 1 retaliate. This lady doesn't have guard. She's just mean. We are then going to attack for 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We take 1 retaliate damage. We're going to play Fight Me Coward. We're going to ready our hero and draw a card. Okay. Then the villain is going to attack us. So he's going to attack us here for 2. This is empty, so he's going to attack us for 2. We take 3. So this is going to defeat us, but when Drax would be defeated, we instead set our hit point dial to 4. We change to his alter ego form. After you changed his form. Is 2 stubborn to die part of my 1 change? Probably not, right? Because I have not done a change my form action this turn. This is just a hero interrupt. So I do lose all my this, but I do heal up to 10. So we remove this from the game, and then we go like this. Okay, so now we flip, we can change back into Drax mode. We attack for 1, which is not great. And then we play Fight Me Coward again. So we're going to ready our hero. We're going to draw a card. Okay. And he is going to attack us for 2. We're going to take 2. It's going to put a vengeance counter on this. We're gonna... So my line was a bit... I should have healed before, but I think it's still just... I think it's still kind of... It's my first time playing Drax. I could have definitely have done that better, but it's okay. So we have 1 vengeance right now. So I think what we do is we discard Med Team, and then we draw 3 here. What do we have? Sidestep. When you take any damage, prevent any of that damage if you paid for this using a lightning resource, which we could with this. And then we have Kit, CITT. Ready a Guardian character. That's really good. That's really good. Okay. This flips. I think this might get away from me. I think we're gonna... It's looking like it's starting to get away from me here. Reveal the top card of the deck. Attack gains ranged. Okay, and he gets +1 attack. So that's a bit spooky. That's a bit spooky. Okay. So he's going to attack me for 3. For 5. I think we will discard this now and just make it 3. And then she's going to attack... Oh, do I want to prevent that 3 damage? Probably, right? Probably with Sidestep. And then we can deal 1 damage to this guy. You know what? No, we can't play them, either of them. Okay, so you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna be even smarter. We're gonna be even smarter, okay? We're not gonna discard this, all right? But what we are gonna do is we're gonna use this helicarrier to do a preemptive strike. So then we deal. So he was at 9. We deal 2 damage. We are then gonna play sidestep. Treat this as a lightning bolt, which is gonna go like that. This lady is going to attack me. And then it's our turn. After we draw 2 cards. Ooh, not good. The villain and each minion with you. All right, we're gonna die. We're gonna die. We're gonna die here. So he's gonna attack us. For 3, 4. I can have this. I can take 2, and then she can block 1 of them. Okay. So I think what we do is we attack and kill this guy. Then we switch into this mode. We switch into this mode. So we get a heal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But now we're back at the bottom with these vengeance counters. So like things aren't great. Things aren't great here. But we do get to draw 6 cards. We do get to draw 6 cards. And then they're going to scheme. Oh, there should be 1 on this already, so we're at 2 of 6. He's going to scheme for 3. Like I said, I think this is getting away from me. But that's what makes it fun, right? The getaway. Top card of the experimental weapons deck. Oh, that's bad. That's bad for Drax here. We then draw 2 cards. Borscht. Okay. So yeah. No. This is bad. if she attacks or schemes. This is what we... I mean, that Madam Hydra draw really... really did things there. Really did things. Okay, can we get out of this? We need to deal, what, 6 damage? Did I use the last Night Nurse charge? I think I did. I think I did. I'm going to remove this, because I assume I did. Is that snap to something there? No, I'm crazy. Okay, well, we're going to play Ironheart. We're going to draw a card. That card's good. That card's good. So here's kind of what I'm thinking. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out here. How many preemptive strikes do we have left? Is that our last one? Okay, so we want to keep that preemptive strike. Okay. No, never mind. That doesn't work. Is this after he attacks? After the attached villain attacks and damages you. Okay. Okay. So... Ironheart is going to deal 1 damage. So what I'm thinking is actually it might be better if I heal up to 12 and then I flip over. And then I flip over. Because then we can take a lot of damage and we can prevent some damage, right? But the question is like, so like say we keep these 2 cards. Because then I can play this. Right? However, if I play these 2 cards, I can play that. What's better? Probably, is it better to draw a card when we make a basic attack? It probably is. Like, I mean, these are basically the same thing, but the card could be anything, but it also, in theory, could be nothing. I do think we heal. I think that is the correct line. And then we switch into hero mode. I think those lines are accurate. I think we play this. I think we play that. Because then we get to keep a card in our hand. And I think that's just better. Okay, everybody readies. We draw 2. Get behind me. Okay. Is this going to be good? We're going to find out. We're going to find out. This goes up to 2. He is going to attack us for 2, 3, 4. So he's attacking us for 4. It's not terrible. Okay. We're going to do some things here. We are going to play this Preemptive Strike for 2. For 1. So we're going to cancel these and then deals 2 damage back to him. We can play this. When you would take any amount of damage, I can prevent 2 of that damage. No, that's not worth it. That's not worth it. I mean, we're going to lose it anyway. Like, we're losing our whole hand here, right? So we might as well make it 2 damage. We might as well make it just 2 damage. So we're going to prevent X of that damage. And then, after he does this, we are going to do payback. Oh, she's dead, isn't she, when she attacked him? She is dead because of the retaliate. We remembered that, luckily, before we did anything else. So we are going to deal 2 damage, and then we would get retaliated for 1. This lady's going to attack us for 2. We're going to go to 7. We have to discard this last card from our hand because of the power gauntlets. And then we draw 3 cards. This is likely going to be a loss, but we did get him down to 1 health. Place 1 threat on the main scheme. Discard the top X cards in counter deck where X is his attack. So we're going to discard 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we take 5 indirect damage. And this is when a card's boosted, right? Yeah. And then what do we got here? Incite 1. When revealed, discard cards to the top of the counter deck until a weapon attachment is discarded. Sorry, and these go up to... No! Oh, that's armor. That's armor, not a weapon. That's not a weapon. Oh my god, thank god. That's not a weapon. Alright, so we did not get one of these, but this does shuffle immediately and we get one of those. But luckily we don't have to reveal that card. That wasn't armor. Okay. So I think then we attack for 1. And like, I don't know. I feel like, because there was a lot going on there in those last little moments of the game. I feel like there could have been something I misplayed there. But I think, I think Drax requires... he's not as straightforward as someone like Ant-Man. I think that this was an interesting time, and I'm curious to keep exploring with this deck. I always, whenever I try a new character, and I'm a little bit like overwhelmed as I'm talking through the turns, I probably got something wrong. So if there's anything you noticed, I'm going to count this one as both a win and a loss, because it could have, there could have been something, or I could have got there. But I had a fun time trying Drax out, and I hope you enjoyed this kind of more, like, analytical look at Drax and the playstyle here to see what happens as I'm learning the game and the ins and outs of it and trying to understand exactly what the heck Marvel Champions is. I know what Marvel Legendary is. It's a deck building game. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Have a great one. And as always, GG's.